Holy hell, guys, it's finally over. We're finally here at the last episode of Mando. Jesus Christ. Thank God. Thank God it's over. If you're up there, thank you. Please, please don't let there be a season 4. I beg you, of everything that is holy in this world. Please. Christ. This show's just an absolute fucking travesty. Absolutely horrible in every way. It's the worst season, honestly. It's worse than 1 and 2. This show is an absolute mess. They had no idea what the fuck they were doing. No idea at all. My god. At least season 1 and 2 had some sort of linear plot line for, the entire seasons. This one, it didn't have shit. It didn't have shit. Oh my god. Just throwing random shit at the wall constantly without without even thinking about the future. It's fucking unreal. Absolutely unreal. Thank God it's over, man. I can't, even in my drunken state, watching this, could feel my soul being teared to pieces minute by minute. Oh man, absolutely horrible, dude. Absolutely. How could they do this, man? Let's just get into this episode, I guess. It is this episode is fucking crazy. It is action packed the whole way. Action packed. Do we care about stakes? No. Absolutely. Incredibly inconsistent in so many aspects of the show. Just constantly. The show doesn't know how to, it doesn't know its own continuity. It's so fucking crazy in the things they do, and we'll just get into it. If you remember last episode, as if anyone gives a fuck. Remember last episode, we leave off with Big Guy and Din Djarin. Din Djarin gets captured. Big Guy dies. He is fucking dead. Who cares about him? Wasn't even a real character. Which is crazy too, because Big Guy. He just sort of fucking slaughtered everybody in that room until he faced the Praetorian guards, and then they just took him out. And now we have here our new leader Bo just fucking leaving, even though if they all stayed there, they would have taken out all of those guys anyway, and the Praetorian guards, without losing anybody, probably. So why have that fucking sacrifice? If you're just gonna have him mow down motherfuckers until he just, everybody in that room, until it's the last dude. I don't know. The show doesn't know either. It doesn't know what it is. Anyway, Bo's leaving. They're just like, fuck it. We're gonna get out of here and fucking, regroup, I guess. It doesn't matter. They'll be back later. They literally leave, and they more fighting about again. Those are the inconsistencies come in. No stakes. I can't believe any of the fighting here. How could I? We have two set groups fighting with impervious armor, and yet some of them are still being knocked down and killed. Or, maybe we don't even know if they're dead. We know some of them are, getting shot and, knocked out and they don't move or do anything. Are they dead, though? I guess that's what we're supposed to believe, but some of them don't do that. So I don't know. The show doesn't know, so how could I, right? Anyway, they all Bo and her companions, they fucking get out of there. And we jump back to, Din Djarin here, and he just, he's being captured until he just literally, escapes. We could probably play some of this. I actually like the use of, the knife here. Apparently now everybody uses knives instead of blasters. I guess you need to if you have, impenetrable armor around your body. You gotta figure out a way to kill everyone without using blaster bolts. But again, sometimes the blaster bolts actually do kill these enemies. So I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, I like the use of the knife, given the fact that it's a new way around the armor in trying to kill people. Not that it makes sense anyway, but at least it's something. Not that I like Mando killing these dudes and escaping anyway, as if he could do this. Because Mando's just the best that ever was, apparently. Only when the plot needs him to be, though. Right? He's shit otherwise, in a lot of aspects, until the plot needs him to just mow through everybody. Right? Absolutely ridiculous. Who comes around here? He kills these guys, his escapees. I like this part. Ridiculous. I like how Well, what are the point of your weapons? What's the point of your flamethrower? Like it doesn't do anything. It was also funny. Mando's cape it doesn't like catch on fire in this instance. Look at that. Do you see that? His cape is not harmed at all. No smoke, no singe on his cape. It has to be made of like fucking. Look at his cape. Fire everywhere. His cape is just fine. It's got to be made of Veskar, like fabric. You know, like why not? Why not? Why have like why like do these scenes and not like create this monumentous amount of detail around your suits and characters without it making sense? Why do that, right? Should oh my god, well, why have the cape anyway? Gee, it's just funny. Anyway, Grogu out of nowhere comes by. He escaped too, I guess, without Mando. He ends up finding him, helping him. Funny scene here with Grogu, I guess. Oh boy, the real star, of the show. Gro- oh my God, Grogu, Jesus, the real star, absolutely, the real Mandalorian. It's so ridiculous. Anyway, Grogu saves him. Of course he does. Mando, thankful that Grogu's here, even though, oh my God, Mando is so like retarded. He's not a good dad. Okay, he's not. He is constantly talking about, I don't want to put Grogu in harm's way. Even though I'm going to take Grogu on every single adventure I go on, where I fight colossal giants, I fight fucking Imperial, Imperial soldiers all the time. I'm always like picking up bounties, but Grogu's going to come with me. He's going to be on my starship, on my lap, while I'm in these dangerous dogfights, even though I don't want him in harm's way. He didn't have to be here. He could have stayed on Navarro with fucking Apollo Creed. Why are you here? And Mando and his infinite wisdom. So we gotta go after Moff Gideon. We gotta do it now. We have to take him out or he'll keep coming back. Come with me. Help me. Oh my God. Why are you here? You shouldn't be here. You're a child. You're a baby. I don't care you can use the Force. You're not a good dad, Mando. Just constantly bringing this child into dangerous situations and acting like you give a shit. After those dangerous situations occur, you're like, no, go away, Grogu. Why you eat? Then don't be here in the first place. Oh my. We should talk about IG-11 a little bit later. IG-11's been like through the ringer this season. Apparently, it's kind of funny, but not in the way they were probably intending. Anyway, they're like, yeah, we're just gonna go find Moff Gideon. They're gonna sneak around the base, do some more stuff in order to escape. So this is where Bo regroups with some of the more Mandos. They're like, okay, we can like these people are like, it's so retarded what they do too as well. They literally escape to come back after they escape. It's like they didn't accomplish anything. In there's no purpose to this. They could have just stayed where they were and everything would have been fine anyway. But they had to leave. Not that they're like totally being chased right now. I guess they could be chased later. They just end up leaving, going to another place, which is ridiculous, right? So Grogu and Din here are like, all right. They're talking to Bo. They're like, they're gonna go after Moth. They're escaping right now. They're gonna need reinforcements later. Bo's like, no, I need to bring my people to safety. Well, if you wanted to bring your people to safety, maybe don't like go into these situations where you get ambushed relentlessly without backup. Maybe that would have been a good idea. Maybe help your friend who fucking beat the shit out of all those fucking Veskar stormtroopers and just fucked all of them up, and you could have helped him beat the Praetorian guards. Maybe he didn't have to die. I don't know. So they go. That's fine. They run away. All the TIE fighters now are getting activated. They're going to be going into the air. They're going to be going after Axis. Axis goes off on his own, which is crazy what he does. They've got a lot of TIE fighters. You don't really see them like too much after, but we do see them like destroy their starship later, just a little bit later. This episode's like so action packed. There's a lot of like action to go over, a lot of mundane action, a lot of pew pew thing, a lot of shooting that really has no meaning at all or substance within it. And it's quite, it's boring to watch because I know there's no stakes within like the show. It's crazy. Um, Anyway, Moth's here. He just knows that Din escaped. He just knows that Mando's escaped. They've told him that he's in his new super armor. They're asking. One of his soldiers asking. It's so fucking funny because later it makes no sense. He's like, "You want us to go after him?" He's like, "No, I'll do it myself." And we'll get back to that. We should do it. He doesn't do it by himself. It's funny, obviously. He's gonna get suited up. He's gonna go fight them. This is like the final battle of the episode. That's fine. Where are we now? Mando and Baby just walk. Oh my God, this guy. So Mando gets in contact with R5, who is apparently just on the planet. He's just here on the planet, and how? I don't remember seeing him in the last episode at all. I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong if he was there. Because otherwise, this motherfucker just piled out of this random piece of... Look at those rocks. They're cardboard. He just came out of nowhere. Where the fuck were you hiding this entire time? How did you get here? How did you get here? I don't remember seeing you. He's just been here this whole time apparently. I haven't even seen him since like episode 4, I think. And you haven't gone back to Mechanic Lady. You've been hanging out with fucking the Mando bros this entire time, I guess. Now Mando asked him, he's like, "Hey, I need you to come down here and fucking help me do some stuff. Acquire these blast doors or whatever." The robot's like, "All right, I'll go do that." We get some like truly hilarious scenes right now with Mando. The robot comes in. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna activate the shields." This is absolutely, absolutely hilarious. He's given the map. Mando was like, "All right, just stay close to me. Nothing bad will happen." Now we're back. We just jump back onto the privateer area where all of our boys are. The Mando like fodder that don't matter. I don't know any of their names. Here, Axis actually just like blew through the atmosphere to get up here with his jetpack. It also seems like in this episode, the Mandos have infinite jetpack fuel. Axis here by himself just like blasted. Who knows how many fucking miles into the air to get to where their orbiter ship was. And he still has like fuel left over for shit after this. See, a lot of the other Mandos too. They're just like flying for so long. I guess we don't actually know just how long they were flying for. But it's just weird because in episode 4, they made it seem like their jetpacks had like so little fuel they couldn't catch like monsters, flying in the air. And in this episode, they're just going full throttle, and then more continuity errors. They just don't give a shit, about prior episodes and what they already established. It's the same thing, honestly. Axis comes here. He's like, "Yeah, the TIE fighters are coming. Everybody get the fuck out." Axis is like, "I'll take care of this." He's the only guy I can remember his name. I don't know how. He's like, "Yeah, they're waiting for their reinforcements." Now they don't have all their reinforcements on this ship, but technically they do. They're all gonna go down to the surface to help Bo. Essentially, Axis is like, "I'll take care of all the TIE fighters," even though it's like retarded because he has no fighter ships with him. It's just Star Cruiser. He's gonna get fucked up, obviously. We have all the other Mandos. They're flying out of the ship, obviously. Big scenes. Literally, just flying out. You'd think that, I don't know, some of them would burn up on... How far away are they from orbit? They must be, like, right there. Anyway, they're going into their fighter ships. They're gonna help out a little bit later. All the, non-important Mandos, we don't know their names. Literal fodder characters. They're gonna go do their thing. They have a little dogfight with more pew shit. While the TIE fighters, they didn't even like try to like help recover their giant starship like they could have. Did you see like how many ships they had? They had like at least 5 to 10 ships ready to like fight the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a few in the background. They had like enough ships to like fight off these TIE fighters. Those are the same ships that Bo-Katan used in episode I believe it was episode 4. Or no, it was episode 3. She fought all those TIE fighters, basically single handedly. Or the other episode, in episode 5, where they fought the pirates. I don't know. Why didn't you help think you'd want to save one of your most valuable resources? I guess not. Fuck it. Anyway, all those starfighters go pew pew pew. Axis is on here doing some crazy shit, whatever that means. He's trying to, he can't really do anything. Gets all these, speeders, right? It's literally impossible. Uh, oh my god, we're here. Oh, dude, this shit is unreal. It is ridiculous in its concept. It is fucking nasty stupid. Look at this. So I didn't even mention this. I believe in the last episode, Moth Gideon was like walking down this corridor with all these, Vaskar armor guys. I didn't know these guys were fucking people. These guys are just I thought they were statues. I thought they were fucking statues. But no, they're not. All these people are in this corridor with all the shields, covered before them. These are real people just standing here. who, why? Why are they standing here? Literally, they're just like, what are they waiting for? This is their job. Standing here for hours on end, waiting for enemies to come across them so they can fuck them up, I guess. Why are they here? They must work in like fucking shifts, right? You got Gary in the back. It's been 12 hours standing and without moving, had no breaks. Jimmy right up next to him, big old, big T-Dog right in the front, fucking ready for action. And it's been 8 hours. They haven't seen their families in that long. What do they do? Why have them do that? Well, it's like they don't realize that it's retarded. Like, how do you just imagine that imagine these guys had names and families. Every day they come to work for Moth Gideon, and their job is to stand for 8 hours a shift and do nothing, just wait for the enemy. Oh my god, dude, it's like a video game. it's like right before you go into the boss room, and these guys are standing there, and you see them in the game. And you're like, oh shit, these guys are my like final enemies before the boss. And as soon as you walk in, they all start moving. That's exactly what it is. It's literally a video game. That's how ridiculous this show has gotten. It's like pulling random shit from like you could try to like. Oh my god, it's just random bullshit, right? It's just so funny. It literally is a video game. I'm like, oh my god, absolutely hilarious. But I was like, alright, listen, Grogu, stay behind, don't do anything. Mando's just gonna mow through these fucks. He's gonna mow through them. He's, it he is immovable. You can't stop him. He's the best, that ever was, I guess. And he's having his droid help take down all those shields individually. So many like scuffed fight scenes in this episode. So scuffed. So the editing, the way these people fight, it's it's not well made. Not well made at all. Just everything about it. I'm not impressed with any of this. I know Mando isn't gonna die. Nothing can touch him. No, I'm surprised some of these people die. Like, no one should be able to touch them either. It doesn't make sense. It's so stupid. He just mows through these dudes. He's pushing them off. Apparently, there's like places to like. I don't even know how to describe it. There's like areas in this section of a hallway that have opened into a hole in the wall, in the ground, where not the wall, a hole in the ground where the people can like fall off and die. Why is your hallway designed like that when you're in such like close quarters against these ray shields? Doesn't make any sense. Mando just like pushing some of them off. I don't know how much of this I can play without getting a fucking strike, but I think you get the point. Mando just like absolutely destroys all of these guys. Really no effort. See, he like just knocked this guy out in one hit. Just with a punch. Even though Mando's been punched like that, nothing happens to him. He's just going through. I like how they're using shields Like literally using shields. Also like how none of them are using their blaster bullets. But I guess at that point nothing matters, right? Again, no stakes. Um, again, like, these guys are using shields. This is there you go. Like the whole why are these here? Why are these fucking here? These like shafts where you could fall down and die into. How far do these go? You know, Mando just throws a few of them in there and they never appear again. So I guess they're dead. The design of this corridor is so strange. It doesn't make any sense. You have these guys standing there for probably hours, getting cramps in their legs, wearing all this heavy armor, and then Mando just comes in, kills all of them. Their poor families. Oh, that's Jimmy right there. Jimmy just got blown away. Oh my god. I like this scene where Mando like picks up a shield. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, look at that. It's so. Look at this. Mando picks up a shield, not needed, of course. This guy picks up a shield. They're shooting each other. What's the? What are they? Why? What are they? What are they doing? Why are they shooting each other with shields? You're wearing Vascar armor. What's the point of this? It's just redundant bullshit. Scuff fights constantly, all the time. They can't keep their shit straight. I think it looks cool, but it doesn't because it doesn't make sense. I don't care if it like not that the action looks cool anyway. All right, it's all soulless and bland and mundane that I can't get invested into any of it. It's a it's a real tragedy because it's Star Wars and I should be totally invested. They should be making this shit look fucking awesome, but it doesn't at all. It's just funny. It's just fucking funny. He gets flamethrowered again in one of these scenes too, and his cape doesn't go on fire again. It's ridiculous. His cape has to be as impervious as he is. Fucking stupid. Hey, the last two guys are like, oh, we're trying to open the door. They can't. R5 is fucking with them. One of these, like, I don't even know what they call them. They're like cleaner droids or something like that, or the like mouse droids. I feel like that's their name, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be wrong. It doesn't matter. One of them comes up, it just like does the beep boop thing, and just like gets annoyed at R5 and brings some of his friends over to help him get rid of R5. But it doesn't matter. At that point, Mando's just absolutely mowed through all these guys. Here's another scene that's pretty funny. Mando just absolutely, here we go, bam in the head, dead, bam, dead. They're just dead. There we go, blaster bolts. They work, I guess, now, even though they're all wearing Vascar armor. It's so inconsistent. Many times, just numerous examples all throughout the show. Inconsistency. These fight scenes is ridiculous. How do they keep all the look at this? Oh, all these poor dudes. Oh, there's Big John down in the back, fucking dead. There's T-Dog, all laying flat on the ground, dead. Oh, Jimmy, Gary, all these guys, all their families. What are they doing? Oh boy, they don't have families. It's fine. Grogu comes out in the back. He's like, "Yep, good job, Mando. And now we gotta go find Moff Gideon." And go, deal with his bullshit. This is like some actual dumb shit. This is not that it matters anyway. I guess this is maybe the show trying to give some sort of plan to the future of the movies, because technically the show is behind the movies, right, in the timeline. So what we're dealing here with is clones. Now, Moff Gideon confirmed a Snoke clone, right? It's some bullshit. Who knows what kind of like theories some people are gonna like go around about, like trying to like rationalize how this is important in any way towards the movies that happened and how it's a good thing that those movies happen and how they're tying shit in together. No, stop it. It's not good. Doesn't matter anyway. All these clones get blown up. They're literally Moff Gideon clones, just all of them. Moff Gideon has a special plan revealed for them. We'll get to it later. It's pretty funny. Man, one of them opens their eyes to Grogu, and let's see how much we can show this right here. This is fucking stupid. How does this happen? Grogu's just looking. Probably pause it right there. Just so I don't get struck, okay? I don't want it. I don't want the strike. We can see. There he goes. He's just gonna open his eyes randomly. Is he alive? Is he dead? I don't know. Anyway. Mando just blows them all up. Doesn't matter. Kills all these clones. This was a part of Moff's like ultimate plan here to revive the Empire. This is he probably has like intel on this technology that's gonna get passed down to the First Order, or Palpatine or whatever somehow to revive themselves in some way. Not that they would ever go that far in explaining any of that, because they can't, because they don't have the talent to do that, and because it still wouldn't make sense. So forget about it. Anyway, Mando just blows all of them up, kills all his clothes. Fuck it, right? Fuck it, kills all his clothes. This part's funny. This is the part where Bo and all her fodder, whose characters, I don't know if any of them have any names. They just go to one of these hiding spots that are apparently all over Mandalore. They're called like subsurface worlds, right? There's these places on Mandalore that like house life, and they have a tiny little conversation. Literally, they weren't here at this place for like 2 minutes. They were just here. Bo's like, I never knew the surface could house life. One of the guys like, life finds a way. Like, what are you stealing lines from fucking Jurassic Park? Is that where you're reduced to now? Fucking Disney, you gotta steal lines from them. Fucking ridiculous. They come here for 2 minutes. They just came here to rest and find a safe place. And then Forge Lady basically calms Bo, like, reinforcements have arrived. And they fucking bolt. They fucking leave. There she is. Reinforcements have arrived, Bo. I'm here to help you. All their ships come in. And they're like, okay, let's leave. They weren't there for 2 minutes. What was the point of Bo leaving the Imperial base to come here to go fucking back? Do they have enough jetpack fuel? I suppose they do. How far do they actually leave? We don't know. And they just like end up leaving, and they reunite with Forge Lady, and we have our huge Mandalorian army, boys. Hell yeah. What we want, boys! The Mandalorians are here! Let's fucking go! Yeah! Absolutely retarded. I hate all of this. There she goes. Our leader. Our true leader. Our true protagonist. Our actual main character. Bo-Katan, leader of the Mandalorians. Let's go. Let's fuck these Imperial bastards. This is retarded. I don't care for any of this. It's trying to seem so heroic, and like any of this actually matters, and none of it does. But whatever. And they're gonna have a huge fuck off, dumb bullshit fight. Look at all this with the Imperial Beskar armor troops. It's literally like a bum rush of people wearing impervious armor, impenetrable armor, where no one can get hurt, but everybody gets hurt. I don't understand. Again, no stakes at all. It's just more pew pew, more fighting, more bullshit, trying to get you excited about what's happening on screen. None of it works. None of it works at all. We can skip this fight. It's just a random bullshit fight. Armor Lady does some stuff. Bo's killing people. We have fodder. People killing other people. Doesn't matter. Here we finally have Mando ready to confront Moff Gideon. He tells Grogu to hide. He's like, Grogu, stand back for a bit while I deal with Moff here. Even though Grogu shouldn't be there in the first place. Why are you sending... You brought Grogu with you. You know he's a Force user. But you keep sending him in the back to hide. Why is he with you in the first place? Why didn't you go tell him to hide somewhere else where no one could find him? Have him go back to Bo, where they could protect him. Why have him here in the first place? Worst dad in the world. Moff Gideon comes up. He gives his whole speech about what he was planning with the clones. Apparently, he's altered the clones. And this is why I compared it to Snoke and what Palpatine did. They're just doing it again. How he modified them and gave them exactly what he never had. The ability to use the Force. And I made them better than me, and they're gonna my magnum opus, in the galaxy, creating fear and terror with my new army. And we're gonna take over the galaxy again, the new empire or whatever that he would be a part of. That was his whole plan here. And he's like, you snuffed them out, not even taking their one first breath. And then they're all dead. Absolutely. Killed them all. Oh, man. So he's not happy. And then they're going to have their fucking fight. They're going to have their stupid fight. There we go. They have their, just we can break down their fight scene by scene. Honestly, I don't even want to. Trust me, it's bullshit, stupid, no stakes at all. I was talking about this. Moff Gideon was like, I'm gonna fight him on my own, and then he brings his Praetorian guards here to back him up. What a liar! he literally, he literally had that line. He said, "I'll handle him myself." What about these guys? Do they count as yourselves too? Maybe they're your clones as well. Who knows? Fucking Praetorian guards. And he just like Moff Gideon just like backs away while Mando deals with these people, and he just. He gets fucked up and like loses, and then Grogu comes out. He's like, "Don't hurt my daddy." No, he literally don't hurt him. And then all the Praetorian guards that were just fucking beating the shit out of Mando here to leave and go after fucking Grogu. What did they don't finish him off? They could have, but then Moff Gideon's like, "Oh, I guess I'll finish him off then." Look at all the way they walk. It's so dumb. Man's like, "No, not Grogu." Crazy shit. We go back to more bullshit, unrealistic, fighting here with, people dying to, blaster bullets and getting hit off walls. It's so cool. Look at all this cool CGI action. She uses the knee rockets right here. Hilarious. Look at that. Bam, knee rockets. I guess no whistling birds in this episode, Kind of got rid of the whistling birds. Hey, remember when, I think it was like season 2, and they the Forge lady was like, "We don't make Beskar for weapons, except for whistling birds and reed rockets. Oh, and the lightsabers and everything else, and spears made of Beskar, whatever." Bullshit. It's all bullshit. Anyway, Grogu's getting pressured here by the Praetorian guards. I like how this one just came in and basically did nothing. Let's watch that scene again. It was pretty funny. Look at that. Bam. Just like, ooh, stance. I'm not actually hitting you, even though you can't possibly do anything in your vehicle robot suits. Crazy. Anyway, they finally do something. Grogu comes out. Look at this puppetry on Grogu. Look at this fucking puppetry. Look at that. Oh no. Oh my god. They can't be fucking serious. These Praetorian guards can't fucking hit him. Grogu's just walking along the ceiling. I don't even know what to call this. Platform. And just, doesn't, they can't capture him. They can't fucking hit him. Even though they were weapons. One of them has a whip that could probably whip Grogu. Fucking stupid. He's just going to be running on top of there until he gets caught. Crazy. We go back to fighting Moff. Mando's taking, pretty huge beating here. His suit's, different. It's got, when it walks, it's like the super battle droids. Not the battle droids, the battle droids from season 2, the last episode, which is it's got that mechanical sound attached to it, and it's just it's supposed to see as more powerful Beskar, I guess. It's more mechanicized somehow. He just has that suit. We end up Bo ends up seeing Mando in trouble, so obviously Bo to the rescue, here to save the day. She's this is funny too. She's like, "Go get your kid. I'll stop him." Mando, you are the worst dad. You are horrible. Horrible dad. Horrible father. No father would bring their baby child into danger like this. Literally leave him in danger. Fucking Mando, oh my god. Gideon. Jesus. I'm so tired, man. So absolutely tired of this show. Gideon's like, "Oh, we're going to have our own fight, I guess." Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Darksaber against whatever the weapons the Empire uses. I don't know what these things are. I don't remember their names. They're like the weird sonic electric sticks that can, that have the power to, repel lightsabers. I don't know, what they're called or how they're made. Anyway, Grogu finally gets caught. His weird puppet. I bet, if you, go through this, scene by scene, you might be able to see, the strings attached to Grogu, or, someone's, hand up his ass, moving him, something like that. So I'm not gonna do that here, but I feel like we could probably find that image of it. Just a fucking puppet, dude. Oh my god. Probably would have been better if it was literally. It's just ridiculous how like what's happening here. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, he gets caught. Mando comes in. He has a really huge slow fight. There's a lot of waiting, killing these guards here, until Grogu like helps him a little bit. Actually, Bo actually gets fucked up by Gideon this like entire time in their fight. She gets absolutely fucked up. Finally, Grogu's using Force again on these guards, trying to help Mando, doing something, I guess, at least. If you don't remember, back like around this mark here, Axis was up there. Their starship getting shot down. I guess his new plans are like, fuck it, I'm bringing this entire thing onto their base. We're gonna blow it all up. Everyone, get the fuck out. Anyway, you're just literally bringing the ship down. Yeah, Gideon just like absolutely fucks up Bo in this like contest of strength. He like pretty much destroys her. We have an absolutely how this is why I think there's gonna be like no season 4. He just destroys the dark saber in her hand. He just grabs it, fucking breaks it like that. Bam, dark saber gone. They got rid of the dark saber. Why would they do that? Why? Well, fuck it at this point, I guess. They don't need it. I guess now who's gonna lead Mandalore? You know, I guess it's still Bo. Bo's still the leader, even though the dark saber's gone now, and he just like absolutely crushes it while she's holding it. This is her hand should be fucking pulverized. There's really no mention of like the damage she takes after this, or if her hand is okay. But her hand should be literally crushed. It should be like jelly. Like all of her bones should be turned to dust. If Moff Gideon had the power to just break the dark saber in her own hand, like ridiculous. Absolutely stupid. Anyway, dark saber gone. What was the point of it now? Now that it's gone, they just sort of destroy it so offhandedly. With it was like so easy how they did that, and like as far as these I guess they could repair it. Forge Lady could probably repair it. Is the kyber crystal inside damaged? I guess they'd have to get a new one. Do they know where to get those? Probably not. So I don't know. Maybe if there is a season 4, that'll be the plot of season 4. We must repair the dark saber for it to be truly the leaders of Mandalore. Some bullshit. I can't believe they did that. So dumb. Just like this show, absolute fucking mess. Absolute mess. There we go. We see Bo. There she is. She's not having such a good time right now. Moff is like, I'm ready to basically fucking kill you. But it doesn't matter. He should have just killed her right there, but he didn't. Don't worry, though. We're going to have a nice little cool team up with Mando and Bo-Katan. Just beating off fucking Grogu as well. Beating off Moff Gideon here. Can't do anything. Doesn't matter, though. Their fight doesn't last long. Because the giant starship is coming in to fucking destroy everything. Pretty much after this, everyone's about to leave before like things get too hairy, or before anyone actually dies. That not that we know anybody, like all the fodder that died, we don't care, right? No one important dies. That's the like main point here. Moff is about to like go in flames here. I like how they're also covering Grogu with this little shield, as if anything like the shield is gonna protect them from this giant blast of hot metal and fire. You're like, wow, take me! He T-poses. He fucking T-poses in the flames. Oh my god. Like, apparently, flames can hurt you in your Beskar armor. But only if you're Moff Gideon. Only if, like, the degree of flame has to be just an absolute monumentous explosion of fire and metal in order to actually, like, get through the Beskar armor. Not that they're consistent with it anyway. Because, like, again, I told you, like, I gave examples of Mando being set on fire. Nothing happened to him, not even his cape. He's just gonna get engulfed. There he goes. I guess he's dead. I guess he's fucking dead. Who knows? Maybe his clones will come back in the next season. He'll have one hit clone hidden away that no one knew about. Deep underground, this like base, their Imperial base here, and he'll just come out and he'll have force powers. Maybe he'll retrieve the dark saber. Actually, it makes no sense. Actually, they can't. How are they going to retrieve the dark saber after this fucking explosion? I guess they couldn't. Absolutely no way. If it is, it's retarded. If they bring it back, they they must not be able. They must not do that. Fuck. There's no way they could. There's no way. Unrecoverable. Absolutely unrecoverable. The real star of the show here is Grogu. Absolutely, best, strongest Force user in the world, I guess now. He can just do this. I think Luke might want to like come down here and help protect Grogu. They probably should have told him, but they didn't. They didn't do that. I guess. Anyway, Grogu basically saves the day here, protects Bo and Din, Mando. They're fine. The flames don't hurt them. Cool music in the background. Super heroic music. Of the scores that are I don't care about, and I'm sick of this show. This is pretty much the last scene here. It's actually incredible. There's no like intermission between after this and like where they go. It sort of just ends here on like this highlight. Not actually a highlight, but Now this is they're just here. They've just flashed forward. Was the Darksaber recovered? Who knows? They don't mention it, so I guess it wasn't. I guess it's destroyed forever. They lost that. If they bring it back, stupid. All right, that's the point of that. And now here they're doing some like weird initiation shit that they already did before. They're talking to the big guy's kid here, and they're gonna dunk him with the sacred waters. Even he already has the creed, right? We saw him take the creed, which is why he's wearing his helmet. What's the point of this? Why do this? They're just doing it all over again for no reason. There's no point. So he takes the creed. All right, good for him, I guess. For Mandalore, this is the way, people. This is the way. This is the way. Always the way. He gets his creed. Grogu is going to get his creed as well. Mando's like, I wish to make this foundling my apprentice. She's like, no, you can't because he can't speak yet. This is the whole stupid scene. I mean, I don't even know what to say about it other than Mando's a horrible father because he now decides to adopt Grogu, therefore making, Grogu his apprentice. And then Forge Lady dubs him with the name Din Grogu. Oh boy, such an honor. Oh my god, it's so stupid, dude. Why would you want Mando for a dad? He's so shit. He's just so fucking shit. Absolutely. Then thereby, what does that even mean? Him becoming an apprentice? I don't know. But I do know that this is the way, and that's all I'll ever know. Oh my god. Grogu somehow mind melts with the mythosaur down into like the depths of the mystic waters here. I figured the mythosaur was gonna have an actual like I don't know, like bigger thing in the show. They've like hyped it up so much and then like they didn't do anything with it. Just another one of their discarded idea. Not that I give a fuck about the mythosaur anyway. Horrible name. It's just another giant fucking creature. Like what does it do? It's nothing. It just sits there for millennia, feasting on kelp or something, probably. I figured they were going to do something with it, but they didn't. Another, squandered potential. Anyway, they relight the flames of the big forge and wherever they are. It seems that Bo is still the leader of all the Mandalorians. She doesn't have to wear the helmet. It doesn't matter like if all these people are taking the creed or not, because they're all together, I guess now. But I just want to know like what's the difference between the factions? Just the ones that follow the way and the ones that don't follow the way. But shouldn't they all be not following the way now because their leader doesn't? So why would any of the people that follow the creed do that if their leader themselves doesn't follow those set of rules? Like, what are these fodder Mandalorians doing? Don't they want to take their helmet off at some point, just like to be able to eat? Do the Mandalorians shower at all? The ones that keep their helmets on? Oh my god, maybe the suit cleans them somehow. Anyway, they light the fire of the forge. Like, yeah, for Mandalore, yeah. And that's pretty much it. Mandalore has been retaken. Everything's all fine now, I guess, with all the Mandalorians. Who knows what the Mandalorians' plans are for the future? They're just gonna rebuild their nation, probably. to do who knows what in the galaxy. I doubt they'll be important at all. If the season 4, they'll all be important, but whatever. This is also stupid. Mando comes back to this place where we find like our past Republican guy, or the rebel guy, not the Republic. Well, he's part of the Republic now. The rebel guy, the old dude, as a bounty hunter in the Outer Rim, because you guys are stretched thin and I need money. And he's so stupid. He says, I need to, now that Grogu's my apprentice, I have to take my missions case by case. I can't just like go in willy-nilly like I did just now and all the other adventures I did, putting Grogu in harm's way. Fucking stupid. You'll be constantly doing that anyway, Mando. It doesn't matter. But they're like, this guy's like, oh, whatever. It's not regulation to do this for you. But Mando's like, you won't tell them. What the fuck? You're not gonna tell the Republic that you're hiring this like bounty hunter to help like destroy insurgents on whatever planets that have Imperial remnants or just like pirates anywhere? You're not gonna tell them about this fucking guy who might, is clearly an asset in a lot of ways, but not a bounty hunter anymore. Whatever. It's just fucking ridiculous. He says his payment is the IG-11 droid head, and that's all he needs. It's fucking stupid. He needs advanced payment for that. He just grabs it and takes it. There it is. Whatever. It's ridiculous. As if you could be a bounty hunter anyway, because you don't have your starship, Mando. How are you gonna bounty hunt with your fucking Naboo starfighter? How are you gonna put anybody in there other than yourself for Grogu? You literally can't. You need a new ship for that, bitch. How are you gonna get that, bitch? You need money for that. He'll fucking steal it or something. He'll get it from Apollo Creed. Who cares? He won't even be in the next season. I doubt it. Oh my god. And he goes back to Navarro. Apollo Creed is like, hey, here's a deed. There's a cabin out in the woods over there. Out of sight, out of mind. Get out of my city. Go live there. He just gives him a deed to a house. Tiny little shit cabin, I guess. Out in the middle of, like, Navarro. Also, they make a new IG-11. A new one. And this one's reprogrammed to be the Marshal of Navarro. Alright, whatever. IG-11... but it's not our IG-11. Put that in quotes. Alright, it's not the same one. Because the other one got destroyed in like that huge fire blast down in Mandalore, in that Imperial base. It got cut down too. So what's the point? His head was unrecoverable. It's just more like bullshit, stale. Like there's no substance to this. As if we should all care about this thing that's happening, as if like this is a plot line that's been resolved. It hasn't. It's not even a plot line anyway. It's just ridiculous bullshit. How can they? They're just. This is what we want, I guess. I don't know. This is not what I want. I don't give a fuck about this. Because I know it's hollow. I'm so sick of it. I don't care about this at all. Anyway, IG-11's back, memorialized now, not as a statue, I guess, but as a Marshal of Navarro. And this is Mando's new shit little cabin out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Look how small this place is. I feel like Obi-Wan's hut in fucking Tatooine is bigger than this shit. Maybe there's an underground. There's probably an underground. I don't know. They do that sometimes in Star Wars. They have like bigger undergrounds than like the actual house itself, because they can do stuff underground, whatever. Anyway, Mando just like chilling here in his front yard on his porch, just fucking chilling. And then this is the end of the episode. Essentially, it's over. Grogu's fucking with a frog. Who cares? It's just the point is the show is finally over. I'm done. This is the last episode. Hopefully there's no more. I heard a rumor that there might be another episode after this. I fucking pray to God there's not. And I'm just so done with this show. This show's been such a fucking wild circus. It's a mess. It's the most directionless season for the series in total. It through the whole way, just nonsensical action scenes of it's that again, just hollow bullshit. No stakes. These characters I don't give a shit about. They don't make me give a shit about them. None of them have an actual character. Certainly not Mando. Certainly not all the fodder Mandalorians that do nothing. Bo just slightly a little bit, but still, she's not that great either. I mean, what's the point of all this? This is the point of the show. The showrunners had no idea how to create a plot for this season. They didn't. The plot didn't even start till episode 7. That's literally when it started. That's when it finally started. And then 2 episodes. So two episodes, and everything else was just pointless bullshit that didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I'm glad to be done with it. Um, I'm again praying no season 4, please. There probably will be. Well, I'll be reviewing that one too, I guess, if it does come out. Maybe if I feel like Mando is gonna be gone after this. I'm not sure because they made Bo pretty much the protagonist of this series in this show. So why have Mando? He's just gonna be there doing protecting Grogu, I guess, and like getting bounties. He's gonna have to get a new ship to do that. Um, who knows where else they could take this plot? I doubt they could really take it anywhere. What else can they do? They didn't have a direction in this season. Look what happened. It was fucking madness. Madness everywhere. Oh my god. Oh man. All right. I'm done. I'm done rambling. The show is a travesty. I hate everything about it. Terrible scenes. Terrible fighting. No stakes. Some directions, like certain scenes, were okay. Not that it mattered because it's all hollow and everything that it represents. The music I'm not a fan of. Don't like Mando's music. The woo woo that stupid like ding he does every time he shows up on screen. All the just even the like sound production in general. It was okay, I guess. Uh, but like in certain circumstances or certain scenes, they had like music playing. They probably shouldn't have. That's not a lot of shows or movies get that right. I won't blame them too much for that. Just the main problem here is the fucking script writing of this season is fucking abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Definitely worse than season 1 and 2. I feel confident in saying that this is the worst season. It's pretty fucking bad, and I'm glad to be done with it. All right. Okay, you guys. I hope you guys have a nice night. See ya.